Evening all, welcome back to Tactics and Dust. Here we go. So this is just two dudes and scouts, cloaks, combat rifles. You know the score. But we're not going to talk about that today. What we're going to talk about while you watch this glorious stomping footage in the background is we're going to talk about the HOTFIX patch thingamajig. Which, do you know, I think maybe it came in last week, maybe it came in tomorrow, maybe it's coming in soon. Look at how informed I am on this bloody game. Anyway, we're going to talk about the changes more so. So these are things that are coming, stroke have come. Aren't they brilliant? Stroke, won't they be brilliant? Yeah. Anyway, so what the first thing I noticed was, and I'm not going to go through them all, you can just go to the ideas and features and forum bollocks and you can read it yourself, is firstly the tone of the message. Top class, love it. CCP, brilliant stuff. I like the fact that you're trying to kind of communicate with your people slightly better than you maybe did before. It's really nice. It's a very well written, passively written set of changes, and I think, you know, obviously this shows the people who are writing this and doing this understand the problems the game has. So that's, you know, firstly, thumbs up for that. But let's get into it. So tanking modules. Well, firstly, there's going to be a stacking penalty on plates. Now, that's going to be, again, needed. I actually am guilty of this. I am running brick tanked things myself just because I'm sick of fighting people who do it. It's like, you know, if somebody else uses a tactic, I kind of have to respond to it. And every time I run around with my untanked goddamn scout suit, my Usain Bolt fit, I get stomped into the floor by some, you know, git in a shotgun with a cloak and yet 1,000 hit points. So, yeah, I understand this one. So there's going to be some form of, I guess, change. So you have to, you know, they'll just make it so you can't really stack as many on. And plus, they're going to up the speed penalty quite a bit. This is very good. I like this. They're making, obviously, the repair modules a bit better. Shields aren't changing. But when we get to the weapons, the plasma assault rifle, again, was it ever called the plasma assault rifle? Did I miss that press communique? Did I miss that? I always called it the assault rifle. I never knew it had plasma shooting out the back of it. Anyway, the assault rifle is going to be increased, its damage. So everybody's back to the Devol bus. The Devol bus is pulling into the station. Everyone get back on board. Don't forget to leave the combat rifle and the rail rifle bus in a tidy fashion. A graphical representation of, I think the reality is everybody's going to be using Devols again. So there we go. I think, to be honest, it's a good thing because I think the plasma assault rifle, again, look at me using lingo, is a good change. That did need some love. One for Gazbaran here. We are increasing the damage of the PLC. No idea what the PLC is. I guess it's the plasma launch cannon, I guess, because they go on to say the plasma cannon, so I'm assuming it. They're increasing the damage of the plasma cannon against vehicles. So it's actually going to be an option for anti-vehicle work. I like that. That's very good. I'm intrigued and impressed at that. However, the Forge Gun, I think, is they've made pains to say the Forge Gun will still be the strongest, anti-vehicle weapon at this time, which, yeah, makes sense. So I'm looking forward to that. We're reducing locust damage and normalizing damage aggression to make grenade specialization more worthwhile. Okay, awesome, nice, good. Less grenade spam per chance. They're saying that tank v tank is in a good place. I agree. Tank v tank is pretty good. Railguns are powerful, and that's all. It's, you know, again, you know a crap tanker because all they run is a railgun. The best tankers out there run blaster and missiles. That's a given. Don't even try and debate me on this, bro. That is the truth. If you use a railgun, you're tanking on easy mode. You're not very good at tanking if you use a railgun. And usually you find that there's very, very few people who don't use railguns. They'll call in a seeker and then they'll come at you with a militia railgun and then they rage at you when you kill them with your missile tank. I mean, it's like, doy, you know, come on, what do you expect? So I think, you know, that's a good, I agree, tank v tank is in a good place. So I'm just reading it now. However, with the AV grenades, we need to do more damage overall to become a viable threat. I agree fully with you there, sir. AV grenades, I don't know what happened. They just disappeared overnight because they became a load of bollocks. And it could be because things like the Ladai AV grenades were too powerful. So just balance it, just make it better. And I think that's a good point. Plus the number of grenades went down, which kind of sucked. So again, grenades are going to replenish less at Hive, so they're obviously going to increase the nanite cost of the grenades, so that's going to be an interesting one, but I think let's see how that pans out. I think that's going to be an interesting one. They're increasing heavy machine gun damage against vehicles as well, which is a nice idea, but only against LAVs. They're not really going to do much against tanks. So a few changes, not really kind of going to go through them. Stuff about commandos, but who gives a shit about commandos? I'm joking, I'm just reading it now. To be honest, read it yourself. I can't see anything in there that's actually relatively interesting, to be honest with you. So let me just keep scrolling down. So Sentinels. Okay, so basically they're trying to they're trying to get more people to use Sentinels other than the Galante one, which is obviously the best. So that's quite funny. Our scouts are underused. Again, I'm just seeing comments. I'm seeing words here, but I'm not seeing actual action. So I guess they're just observing certain things. We are also looking to increase the delay between decloaking and being able to shoot. Yeah, don't care anymore, to be honest. I think before I'd have been a bit ragey about that one, but to be honest, cloaks are good. I don't think they should shoot immediately after you decloak. I think if there was like a 2-second delay, that'd be fine. That makes sense to me. You can't shoot in Eve as soon as you decloak, because obviously that would just be stupidly game breaking. And almost as game breaking as what they've done in this game. So I guess it does make sense they increase, or rather include that. So assault, no, I'm not really going to bother with that one. Turrets. We want to boost efficiency for small rails against vehicles, so there's a stronger purpose for them. Nice. I totally agree. Small railgun turrets should be ridiculously powerful against vehicles, because that makes LAV hunter gangs a viable threat. We've been doing the Battle Cat Fit for a while now. Battle Cat Fit, for those that don't know, is an LAV with a railgun, 20 gigajoule railgun, best one you can fit, and 2 damage mods. And then you just buzz around, get into your your turret, you let rip once you put your damage mods on, and you'll be amazed at the damage you can do. But again, it's not great. It needs a bit of love, so that's a good move. They're going to increase the small blaster rate of fire, which is nice. I think that's a desperate one to do. I really think that's going to be cool. Small blaster turrets are just pointless at the moment, but having a much faster rate of fire means there would be miniguns against infantry, which is really what they were designed to do. So I'm looking forward to that one as well. Now, on to the one that I think is the most important, and I hope Duna 2002 has had counselling for this, because this affects him directly. His whole lifestyle is about to change. He is not going to like this. The large blaster dispersion will be increased to make it less reliable against infantry. Good. Make it massively difficult to kill infantry with it, and I will shower praise upon you, CCP, because that is what's needed. I can kill infantry with the missiles relatively comfortably, but I can't stomp them. The blaster turret should be there as I guess light vehicle stroke heavy suit killer, but anything assault and scout should be very difficult to hit with it. I would almost give them a bonus, so it's, I don't know if it's possible, but give them a bonus so they actually can't take damage from it. So then a tank's blaster turret would be good against heavy suits and tanks and vehicles. That makes perfect sense to me. The blaster tank has ruined this game continually in assault mode, in ambush mode for so long now, because people just think it's funny to run, the same Madruga ion cannon over and over and over again. And I think it's got to go. It's got to go, because it's killing the game. Literally, there's only one thing that makes me rage quit in this game anymore, and it's people abusing that shit. That has to go. We'll see. It's going to be interesting. I'm gonna see how it pans out. It looks like the range is going to be reduced, but I think they're gonna see obviously how that pans out to begin with. On to the last point, planetary conquest. Now, I don't think anything's going to change here yet, so don't panic. But they're obviously looking at it on the cards to say, well, these are the things we're going to do. So first off, they're going to decrease or remove the passive ISK generation. And as I said in my last video, about goddamn time, that has got to go. It is an absolute stupid mechanic that you reward people for doing nothing in these games. It is stupid. And seriously, that has just been the bane of everybody's life, because huge groups of people bandwagon together and then reap the rewards, and then just proto-stomp public matches, killing new players, and then just making it so difficult for a new player to even have an advantage or even have a chance, that they've given up and walked away from this game. That has hurt this game significantly. Increases payouts from battles, good. So that's the way you earn from it. So you will still do PC for risk because you'll earn it from doing the battles, which is what it should have always been. Increase clone pack prices and number of clones in the clone pack, nice. Like it, makes sense, stops people spamming it just to, I don't know, defend just unlock their own districts, that kind of thing. So there we go. I mean, again, that's it. That's all I know. It's good stuff. I'm really impressed that these are all the things that people seem to be having an issue with, and CCP are obviously listening to their people, and they're producing responses needed. So, you know, I'm impressed. Hope you enjoyed that. We'll see you next time.